Alright. Hey everyone, it's me, Baby Girl, and I'm back to give you a reading. As always, I'm just gonna get started, and then when people join, if anyone joins, they'll join. But this is more just to get the message out. So, Archangel Michael, please bless my mind, my body, and my soul. Oh, I forgot something important. My Bible. This is important to this reading. Please bless my mind, my body, and my soul. All energy sent towards me, send it back ×10. Psalm 51. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions and my sin is ever before me. Against you, you only have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight, so that you may be justified in your words and blameless in your judgment. So that's 2 to 5. Okay. Another one is, this is from Acts 3. God, having raised up his servant, sent him to you first, to bless you by turning every one of you from your wickedness. To bless you by turning every one of you from your wickedness. Let's see what that's about. Interesting energy. Off grip. We have judgment. Hi, Cecilia. Thanks for joining. How's your day going? Hey. How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining. I just started my read, so hopefully it's good. Thanks for that like. Alright, so I'm just gonna oh, thank you. And that's cool. I'm just going to hide the chat for a second so I can focus on this channeling that I just started. So I was led to Acts 3, which said to bless, so it was something about like to bless you, I will turn everyone from your wickedness, or something like that. And so I just started pulling, and judgment came out with the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So that tells me that there is a message coming in. We have the King of Cups, Swords here as well. There's a message coming in of emotions. This message can be one that is going to bring in fairness and balance, or it will bring balance, whatever is being communicated here. So it can be like an apology if that's fits, or there's something more about having feelings expressed and truly vocalizing. And I don't know how that would bring balance to whatever situation. Maybe it will provide a certain type of clarity needed. Um, but it's like the right thing to do, because it's being pushed and symbolized by the Judgment card, which is very final, and it has like these people being called up, you know, to the Chariot. So I'll check the chat for a second. Teresa, maybe you should like learn more about my channel before you start talking, because then my Bible is actually right here. And I literally read from it before I started reading. So anyway, back to blocking my chat so I'm not distracted. Not blocking the chat, hiding the chat. Yeah, so there's a message that's coming in that could be an apology, could be emotional, will bring balance, and it is something that is being brought forward because it is the right thing to do. And it's almost like, I want to say a positive force is compelling this person to come forward and deliver this message. Okay. All right, so this is cute. Yeah, the fact that I even responded like that, this is something that I feel like it's going to make you extremely happy. And with the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups with the Two of Cups in the back, and High Priestess, it's almost like the way I'm seeing it is this person could be expressing feelings that were felt but never spoken on. Things that you know how this person really feels already. Like there's no, you know, but they could have, and it's like they're just gonna now tell you the things that you already know. So it's like confirmation for your intuition, which is funny. And I'm being led to these pairs. So it's definitely like, and when I say pairs, I mean like groupings of two. So it is very, sorry, someone just came in and they're like loud, but I just know who it is. But I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna leave that message there and keep going. So we have my Seven of Swords, a decision, and the Lovers is peeking out, but there's so many cards above this. So this could be a message from someone who made a decision to turn away from you. To disregard the relationship, because it's like, or yeah, but with that Seven of Swords is tricky because that's not really the truth. Like that literally is a card of illusions and deceptions, and the way I'm usually read it, and specifically the way I have it with this painting, it's like he's not really showing his whole hand. You know, he's hiding it. I forgot what painting this is. I just thought it was perfect for it. But, so whatever this person was hiding back and not showing is what they're going to possibly express. Again, heavy on connection energy here. This is the third time the Lovers is like popping on the back. This is my other Lovers card. It's like a Japanese wood print. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so see, I thought I was showing my cards and I wasn't. There's something about that here. And this is like, these cards are about this person could really be in their head, or someone could have been confused, or both people could have been in their heads here with this Eight of Swords about, oh, it could have been maybe like, I see people focused on their independence, right? And balanced in their independence, or finding balance within that. But also, in pertaining to the situation, like really meditating, like in the head, it just didn't make sense. It's like, why did this play out the way it did? Like, why was I suddenly left? So this person could have ghosted you. I literally have ghosts on the card by Kid Cudi on top. And this is a card that symbolizes abandonment. So, it's kind of like that. It's like in your head. And look at this card and how this is the card of independence. And then how this, to me, this always mirrors that. Even though it's more of like the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there is something about balance here. And praying about it and figuring it out and trying to create balance, but it's like, you can't really, you don't know what you don't know, right? And even though, like, even this, like, reading cards and stuff, it's for entertainment purposes. You know, you have a sense of intuition. This isn't like an is-all be-all, right? Use discernment, their stories. And if they relate and you can pull something from that and learn something from that, or navigate a situation differently, or gain a different perception on a situation that it can be familiar or sounds familiar to you, that's great. You know? But again, there isn't power in the cards. It's more about your sense of self and your intuition, right? I don't know. But yeah. That's why it's crazy when people, I'm not even gonna go there. So we have the Devil card here. Hanged Man. King of Pentacles. There's someone who doesn't feel balanced at all. And they can feel as if they just don't have it in them right now. This is more of the masculine energy. And it's kind of interesting because it fell literally right on my Bible, the way the cards are. So it's like from the devil to this Bible, it's like they're leaning, or they're having to, it's like the situation is somehow, it's like through finding God, or like having to find God, or looking through God, or looking through prayer. It could be even through that, where it's like, I should make this right. Or it's so crazy. No, it's not crazy, but you know, it's like repenting almost for like messing up. Let me check the chart. Okay, my light is on. I just have a little lamp. Okay. It's kind of weird, like you could just not take the time out to talk to me. But thank you for your prayers, I guess. Anyway, so I don't want your prayers actually. Rude. Back to what I was saying. The card's like falling right on the Bible. So it's like this person is having to, it's like really help, like making them reflect on themselves and just, yeah, repent. Because there's so much happening in their mind space. It quite possibly, I don't know, it's like this person's just like, you know, when those moments where you're just like, damn, I need to pray. Even like people who aren't religious suddenly start praying when they're about to pass away, or when an accident is happening, where it's like, oh, what happened to that? Atheist, you know what I mean? It's kind of giving this. Or this person could have been just, you know, not really very passive, and is like turning to God for like reflection, and through their reflection, because they feel bad, and I don't know if it's because of this or not, but it's because they are under a lot of immense pressure right now, and they're very stressed, and they're very stuck in their head. So it's like nothing is quieting these thoughts, and the stress is eating them, and it's something that's hard. So they're praying for healing because it's blocking their ability to like create and to manifest. And the star energy. So this is someone who is like very tapped into. So it's like for someone who, let's say they operate on such a creative, intuitive level, naturally, to not be in that energy and that alignment, it's like affecting their life. And in terms of this card, or where else have you seen it? But it can also be affecting, it's like their, not their finances. See, I just got a message from someone, so it could be just really that. But that was just weird. Damn, that's just like taking me out. I keep like getting distracted. See, there's something about these emotions and distraction. So every time I start wanting to talk about the emotional aspect of this, I get distracted. So this person is someone who literally can numb themselves or try to avoid feeling their feelings. It's like, you know what? I'm actually going to just do something else instead of like feel. I might go work on something. I I'm going to generate wealth. I'm going to create money. And they're so stuck in their head, they can't do that. So it's like, damn, I have no choice but to reflect. But go to God. And then through God, they're receiving clarity. And the answers on what to do and what to do to move forward. You know? It's like righting your wrongs and having the strength to do that. So there's some aspect of walking away here with that Six of Swords. Wow, did not expect these cards to pop out. This person is walking away, quite literally, from the things that just don't serve them. From the things that are actually just self-destructive, but they don't realize that because... Okay, I'll show you how this is. It's kind of cool. So this is the Ace of Pentacles, right? See how there's a cloud being offered, like offering something? In this painting, there's a drink here. And I know I took this from the same painting as the other one that I showed, the Seven of Swords. And she's looking at him like, I don't know about this. And they're like playing a game. They're playing a card game, so they're all like not really trusting. The Devil card was here. So she's like, this isn't right. It's like questioning, let's just say alcohol, right? If you believe that's a spirit or not, I mean, hey, people do crazy things on alcohol. So let's just say we know it's bad for you regardless, whether it's spiritual or health-wise. This is representing bad things. This person is now questioning that and seeing through whatever deception they told themselves. So it's like, I know I've been doing bad things. So it's like looking at, knowing you're doing bad things, knowing you're doing bad behaviors, and instead of actually automatically doing those things, it's like taking a breather and going, wait, what is this actually serving me? What am I doing here? I need to stop this. Because whatever I have been doing clearly isn't helping. It's almost, it sounds like a really hard situation, but it's such a great situation to be in, because you are, whoever this is resonating for, or whatever this is happening for, it's like you're being given a huge spotlight on everything in your life that absolutely isn't serving you. And having the actual clarity and divine clarity where it's coming from God, like the high source, as opposed to lower energies. This is like working with like a santero in comparison to praying directly to source, right? So you're pulling from semi-demigods who have to be our semi-material, so they have to, what are those things? I'm not gonna say it, but what are those things? And angels are demons as well, so but anyways, so again, it depends on where you're pulling. Like, I'm hearing literally in Spanish, jalando, donde tú estás jalando la luz. So it's like where you're pulling the light from. If you're pulling it from something negative or you're pulling it from something light. And that is basically what is being given, like the spotlight in this person's life. Like all of the negativity, all of the BS that keeps them in these toxic cycles, that keeps them distracted from facing the actual problem, which could be emotional. So when you're blocking yourself from keeping something, from processing your emotions, you're keeping yourself stuck because you're not allowing yourself to grow. You literally have to heal you have to feel the things to heal them. And doing that in a proper way, not just like, well, I'm depressed, you know what I mean? And so by acknowledging the pain and facing the pain of whatever situation, as opposed to dwelling and self-medicating or just doing dumb shit, honestly, or even becoming a bad person. Like, this is like if someone does you dirty and now you're like, you know what, well, now I'm gonna do everyone dirty. Knowing, like, choosing bad, knowing that you are consciously choosing bad. Does that, yeah. So it's like you're being given just like a pause, yellow light. Hey, you can change that. And if you change this right now, we're showing you the right thing to do. So it's not even that it's a hard thing to do. It's like we're just highlighting it. There's no, it's not punishment. It's healing. Like, it's real healing. And it could be difficult because it doesn't look like, well, my pain is automatically gone. And it's like, no, because that's not how, like, things work. You still have to process things. You still have to learn the lesson. Like, we're still humans. We're still part of the human condition. I hope that is making sense. Yeah. Wow. And this can all have stemmed from a connection that was very soul tied. Like, very, there's feelings there, there's deep resonance here. So this is someone whose feelings, whose presence, whose energy stirred you. And when you connect with people like that, when you meet people and you feel something and you're like, yeah, this is crazy, that's really rare. You know? Like, to really vibe like that. These are special connections. These are like once in a lifetime friends, you know what I mean? Or like partners. Because there's something special here. And it's only such a special connection that's like kind of causing an not awakening, but a huge shift within someone's life, because they are, oh my God, this actually is very interesting. And this will sum up the reading. So I was talking to this guy, right? And I used to like drink. It's funny because of the drinking. Like, I would get like lit when like things were sometimes hard. Like, I was like sober, like I'll sober up or like I'll stop, but like it was something where I definitely was using to as a coping mechanism. I think that's the best way I could describe it. And I remember being super frustrated and lit. And I was speaking to him on the phone. And I kind of like said stuff that I know that if I wasn't under that circumstance, I would have said it so much more eloquent. But I had like liquid courage to finally speak to this person. And I feel like I just like kind of have the time to like bring it up. I was like, I didn't know how to bring it up. And I was like, well, the liquid courage kicked in. So, and it was just more about like, I didn't want to come off aggressive because I'm always like, oh, you're a director, whatever. Mind you, this, if you knew, oh my God, anyway. So, whatever. Basically, that was like the beginning of the end. I mean, it never really started because whatever. And, but I felt so bad because I knew that it was because I was like, I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't proud of it. And it made me really reflect on my actions and on myself. And I stopped. Like, I fully stopped drinking, like, for a really long time after that. And then now it's like I do it and very rarely, or like do it and, you know, like in between breaks. And when I even do drink, like I don't party even the same anymore. Like I'm very pretty much kind of sober, honestly. And like I don't even smoke weed when I'm out. Like it's kind of crazy. But this person, and it wasn't because of this person, like we never had a conversation where he's like, oh my god, it's because you're drinking, oh my god, you drink too much or whatever, or you're using this. That was never like the problem or the situation at all. It was actually something entirely different. But that actual situation made me reflect on myself and what I was doing and why I was in these situations. And so through that, he inadvertently changed my life, because I would have not ever, I may have gone to a step with someone else, but at the time, I valued this person so much, where I don't know why, it just really made me reflect. Because I thought there was like a connection there, but yeah. Anyway, so anyways, so like yeah, and through that experience, again, in have known him, I did change for the better. And this person doesn't know that, and probably will never, because we don't speak anymore. But it's kind of like this, where you know, it's like having someone that you like, it's like a vibe, and this it's like having to reflect on whatever actions, whether it was with this person. Okay. I'm happy that your bowel movement and your body's working good. And the excuse me, hold on. Yeah, so it's like having to basically what I just described, but like that, like growing and reflecting and changing for the better through a situation, through a connection that you felt was important, or this person feels like is important at the time, you know, or feels is important. Mind you, this happened last year, like months ago, like October, maybe October, late September, maybe. Yeah, so you know, that's a minute. And the change has, and now we're in February, and I like, it's just crazy, you know. And this person wouldn't know that, and it's not, again, because of this person, it's because of how I described it. Okay, so 33333 on the timer, and that is the reading. I wonder how that links to the psalm that I read, or the act that I read earlier. I guess yes, because it was wash me through my iniquity. Psalm 51, 2nd to 5th. Like, I want to say stanzas, but it's not stanzas. And then it was Act 3, the very last little, what is it called in the Bible? Like, what is this called? Section? Oh, see, I went to it again. Gratitude. I also wrote gratitude because it's just like in my highlights. So again, it's like being grateful for it. This is such a good song. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. I'm telling you, this is like, that's what is happening here. It's like, I'm truly relying on God through this growth. All right, what a great reading. I love this. I'm gonna post it for sure, and I'm gonna eat. If you like reading with me, email me at babygirltarot@gmail.com, and have a good one, and